all that rushing and they're making a start from the back. My God, that wheel vibration! Looks like the wheel's gonna fall off.
In this video we're going to return to Mallory Park, where we're once again going to be driving the Patreon's Porsche. Sorry, I mean Le Porsche. I keep saying it wrong, I'm sorry. I know. So we're here today at Mallory Park with the Classic Sports Car Club, the CSCC. We've never raced with this motor club before, and the paddock has quite the variety, so we'll be seeing all sorts of different cars today. Now, without giving too much away, we were intending to compete in 4 different races on this day, and we did start all 4, but we only finished 1 of them. This was a really stressful day, but as per usual, that's made for quite a good video. So let's get started. Oh, and a special mention to Pescara Productions for letting me have the raw exterior footage that he recorded from this day, which really does add a lot of value to the video, so thank you.
Now then, welcome to another race video at Mallory Park. We're back out in the Patreon's Porsche. There he is, look. Oh, we've had a bit of drama already this morning. So I managed to convince him to put some proper tyres on it. He got some AO52s from Darkside. Yeah, Yokohama gang, yeah, we love it, right? AO52, mega tyre, dry and wet. We all love the AO52, don't we? It was on Nankangs before, if you remember. Just been scrutineered, and James says, you drive the car back, mate, you drive the car back, because there's a funny noise coming from somewhere. Hang on, the chock's still on. Go back. Silly boy. Anyway, I drove the car back because yes, there was a funny noise, and long story short, the rear driver's side rear axle nut was loose, and we got lucky. I mean, I jacked the car up, wobbled the wheel. Here's a video actually.
I'll put 22 in.
How's the car prep been so far, Dan?
Shy. But I'm here. So the wheel was super wobbly. And yeah, luckily it was just the nut that was loose. So thanks to these lads next door to us, lent us a big enough nut, because this man didn't bring any tools. I should have brought all my tools really. I mean, he brought some tools, but yeah. We're sharing with the other lads here in the Boxster today. So, well, not sharing, but we're racing against them. There's all sorts of stuff here. I'm going to do a paddock walk later. I brought the big camera to do a paddock walk.
Sorry, no, that never happened. I did bring the big camera, but never had a chance to do a paddock walk.
It's a CSCC, which is a motor club that we've not raced with before, and there's all sorts of cars here. I mean, let's just have a quick look into the assembly area now of what's going out. Any idea what's racing now?
Mod sports. Mod sports, yes.
Mod sports. There is all sorts of stuff. Of course there is.
V8 Wolsey, Austin Wolsey.
Let's have a quick look at the cars that are assembling to go out now. Oh, some official media. Let's not get in his way. Look at this, all sorts. A few MGs. Don't know what that is, all that.
Yeah, just out the car and then yeah.
So these are all going out to qualify now. Is that 205? No, 308 is it? Maybe it used to be, not anymore. Escort, Dolomite. Yeah, all sorts. So this is just a taste. There's also a bunch of cool Hondas I've already seen. Honda people. Did you hear me? I said there's a bunch of cool Hondas here. We're going to be racing against one of them. It's a very spicy DC5. That's cool, isn't it? It's like Pikes Peak or something, isn't it? Very cool. So yeah, all sorts of stuff here. This motor club, I've never been here before, never been to one of their meetings before, so yeah, should be good. But we're racing the Porsche in 2 different series. We've got the Modern Classics and something else called an Open series, which is basically anything goes. But we're just doing it for a bit of track time really. I'm going to be helping James with the car, helping him with his driving a bit, and yeah, it's a privilege to be here racing a Porsche. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, it's got a Honda badge on the front. But what is it? Got a Honda badge on the back as well.
Right, it's time for the first qualifying sessions. So remember, we're participating in 2 different race series today, so we've got 2 separate qualifying sessions, and we both must qualify in each of them. Now the fastest time set by either of us will be the qualifying position, but we both need to do at least 3 laps in the car to qualify. So I'm going to go out first, and then James is going to do the second and third sessions, and then I'm going to go out again at the end.
Right, so we're just about to head out then for qualifying in the Open Series. So we entered this race just because a bit more track time really, and there's lots of spaces available. It's all sorts. I can see a Fiesta to my left. We've actually got another Boxer to his right. There's also an E30. We'll see them all when we get out. It's all sorts of different cars. It's not something I think we'll be too competitive in, but we're all about track time today anyway, so we're going to try and develop the car, help James get a bit quicker both with the car and himself, and yeah, it's good content, isn't it? It's got an eBay, I say eBay, I don't mean, you know, I just mean it's got a shit wheel boss on, which I hate, and it does scare the life out of me. You can't really feel it when you go in, but that's too much. Yeah, and it's also got a shit short shifter on, which obviously I moaned about a lot of Snetterton, so you'll see more of that. That's in a silly place, you can't see it, you have to really turn and make sure you can see it out of the sun. There are 3, including myself, well, that I can see, there might be more, Boxer S's, so it might just be that the Boxer S's all have a little race, and hopefully we can try and dominate the Boxer S's. We are on brand new AO52s, so that's good, but we've also got a full tank, so that's slightly less good. But James is going to do the next session, and then he's going to start the next qualifying as well. So I'll jump in at the end where the fuel load's a bit lighter and stuff like that, and hopefully I'm aiming for a 53-second lap. The Civic was 50.8, MR2 was about 54, so maybe we'll get a 52, but I think 53 around here in this sounds pretty reasonable. Right, we're finally going out. We waited for ages then, but at least we've burnt some of that full tank off. Vibration. Oh god, where's that coming from? Brand new tyres, maybe we just ran over some stuff in the paddock. This doesn't feel very clever. Oh, I don't know if that helped it or not, probably not. Hopefully the wheel doesn't fall. I've torqued the wheels up, so... Love that shifter. Love it. Yeah, wheel vibrations pretty bad. The sequential DC5 just went by us.
Okay, let's go.
Vibration's not ideal. Lots of grip though, fuck. Gear ratios are pretty much the same as the MR2 was. I'm going to try and leave it around in 4th around here, see how we get on. pedal feels kind of loose. I don't know, it's weird. Right, we'll have one more push lap I think and then let James have a go. Alright mate, fucking hell. Oh no, the Caterham's fast. That short shift is awful, man. The car doesn't like left foot braking. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, the car not feeling perfect at all. Wheel alignment required for sure. I didn't bring my strings. I should have brought my strings, man. Brakes also feel a little bit spongy. Nothing ridiculous, but I think we did like a 53 lap, so not too bad. 52.79, not bad.
So I did 6 laps then. My fastest time was a 52.7. which is about where we were hoping the car would be, if not a little bit faster, to say it's got a full tank. But James is going to go out and see what he can do, and then we're going to be qualifying for the next series. This series is called the Gold Arts Magnificent Sevens with Verum Builders Open Series. That's what it's called. The next one is called Modern Classics. That's a bit easier on the tongue. But both race series are quite similar, and we're going to see the same kind of cars participating in both events, such as the Boxster.
Definitely want to rewind it as well.
Yep, yep.
So James wasn't too far behind me there with a 54.1. Now my time, the 52.7, was good enough to put us third overall out of 17 cars. The cars in front of us were a Caterham 420R and a Honda Integra Type R, the DC5. The car in fourth place that we'll see a little bit more of in the race is quite a nice Mark 1 Golf with the 1.8 20 valve turbo. And there's quite a few other cool cars in this race. There's a couple more Boxsters and Porsches. There's also a very nice E30, which we'll see a bit of later on, and also a Mazda RX-8. But now it's time to qualify for the Modern Classics, so James is going first. James was actually a 10th slower in this qualifying session compared to the first one, but there or thereabouts. I'm going to try some different techniques in this session. We're going to be trying first gear around the last corner like what we did with the MR2 if you watched that video. But yeah, let's go out. We've got a 52.7 to beat from the previous session, and we're a bit lighter on fuel now, so we should have more pace.
Right, here we go for Modern Classic qualifying. Nice Lotus in front of us. Yeah, the vibration is less so. Wheel alignment is all over the shop. Try and let that Lotus get a good gap on us, although there's a big gap in. Oh, it's pitting. Okay. maybe the tyres weren't as warm as what I thought they were going to be then on the front. Right, we've got a lot of clean air in front of us and behind us. I think I can brake harder and let the ABS sort everything out. Need to try and carry the brakes into turn one a bit better. Flat out now, hold it round, watch that bump. We got it, we got it. Oh, we're a 10th down now. See if we can make it up here. No. No problem, we did. Brake pedal's slippery, the throttle pedal's slippery. A bit weird, I don't know if he's cleaned it with some stuff or something like that, but it's a bit off-putting. The left foot braking thing, that's annoying. I don't know if you can map it out or something, but it cuts power if you overlap for too long. Try to go a bit tighter on the way in. I don't know if it'll help us come out faster or shorter distance though, isn't it? What's the stopwatch say? Oh, we're up a 10th, we're up a 10th! Yes, the short shifter didn't mess us up. Got a bit of inside tyre spinning there, but right, we'll call that. I don't think I can go faster than that. Don't want to put too much pressure on the car. It's definitely not perfect with the alignment and stuff, but went a little bit faster. Oh, that's the such a short lap. I forgot where the pit entry was. Might as well go for one more then. If it's bad, we'll just pit. Oh, she's drifting. Been a big four-wheel slide in the middle then. Oh, we're pretty good. We'll carry on. Hold second gear around here, see if it's any slower. It's like it comes off VTEC or something and just... Alright, we'll call it too much more out of the car. It's definitely suboptimal at the minute. I should have brought my string kit. Why didn't I bring my string kit? I brought a gazebo, I brought spare, whoa, steady on lad. I brought loads of cameras and stuff, chairs, a table, loads of good pit crew stuff, but I didn't bring my string kit. But yeah, we need to give the suspension a good check over. It feels like there's something loose. But I'm done now anyway. The cars, I don't want to keep pushing it because they don't feel right. This ain't good either.
Yeah, P2 overall.
Overall?
Just the E36.
How much quicker is it?
It was half a second and he just went out and put another 2 tenths on it.
Oh well, we can race him with that. If we get the car just behaving a little bit nicer in the corners, yeah. Who's got a string kit?
We'll find one.
Right. Right then, so that was qualifying for Modern Classics. Yeah, the car's good. The car is good. It definitely feels like first gear out of the bottom is better. Looks like a very nice 993, is it? Yeah, I know Porsches. Oh, left hooker as well. Yeah, this is very disconcerting. I can't, so when the car gets a bit sideways, I don't know if you can see on the camera, but the chair has these big bolsters. And because the steering wheel, if it was a bit further in, then I'd be able to be a bit more, but yeah, I don't like the chair at all. It's not my car, we're just arriving and driving and helping James, right? I'm helping him with some of the entry fees, but he's paying most of the costs.
Alright, cracking job, mate.
Yeah, we need to do some work on this car though.
Let's do it. That's why you're here, mate. This is where you earn your fucking drive.
Yeah.
Alright, that's qualifying complete. My fastest lap was a 52.4. My last 3 laps were all pretty fast. They were all faster than my previous qualifying time of 52.7. But that was good enough to put us second overall in the Modern Classics. The only car that beat us was an E36. I'm going to show a bit more of the paddock and some of the assembly area cars throughout this video. So there's some cool stuff floating about. I did like the vibe that was going on with this motor club, but I wasn't too happy with the car, so let's see if we can figure out why it's not quite steering right.
So you fix it, mate.
I might have broken it a little bit.
So how many other things have you broken on this Porsche and how that?
Enough. There's still plenty to
Tyre,
go.
a wing, a bumper.
We can do more. Trying to find the bit that broke off. Alright, sorry that the video front's been a bit quiet. We qualified pretty well. I think we're first in class in both the races. Second overall and third overall. The car felt a bit funny to me, driving all over the shop, so we've got the string out on it. I've just finished. The back's good, but the bad news for the front, it seems like the steering arm or something's bent. Can't fix it, so just gonna have to send it. It's very, very far out, and he's got brand new tyres on, so we'll rotate the tyres after the first races and hopefully get some more life out of them. But yeah, super bad. I guess he didn't notice it whilst preparing. You didn't notice it, did you, James? The bent steering arm, didn't notice it. Well, the car felt a bit funny in qualifying. We still went pretty fast. I did a 52.4, I think it was, which is somewhere in between the Civic and the MR2, which is about where it should be. But yeah, like I say, second on the road overall in one of the races, so pretty good. But yeah, I knew there was something wrong, and it was just unfortunately can't fix it because it's bent. So let's keep driving it, and hopefully it doesn't snap. It must have bent when I was driving it at Snetterton, right? That was the last time it was out, so that was clearly it. But we are going out for the first race shortly. I'm just going to put some more cameras in, the rear view cam and stuff like that. And yeah, I'll see you out there. It'll not be long now. You excited?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Nice to be so high up.
Oh. Yeah, don't worry, the strings are dead anyway. Ah, what a nightmare. Yeah, pretty stressful getting it sorted out because we had to beg borrowing tools from everyone. The lad who's lent us a string kit is actually behind me on the grid, so that'll be fun. I'll have to give him a lot of room. Mark 1 Golf turbo thing, did you see it? The green one. Pretty cool, yeah. But yeah.
I'm starting that race.
I didn't bring any scruffs at all, so I'm luckily these are black and not white, you know. But, right, just entered an assembly for the first race. This is the Open Series one, so this is the one that we did just for a bit of extra track time. We qualified third, so we're sharing the driving obviously, and there's 4 races to do. So I said I wanted to start the other race because qualified second and we're right next to a very nice E36, which I'd like to have a race against. But E36, I was hoping to have the alignment fixed and then I could have a proper go at him, but obviously we've not been able to do that, so I guess we'll just do what he can. Hopefully, I think it's about half a second in front of me, so maybe I won't be able to catch him. But this is the Open Series. This is the man who lent us his string kit, number 37, and this is on pole position. This is a very serious DC5. He came past me and I could tell straight away it had a sequential. It's very nice. It's a proper thing, this. Yeah, real good, real tasty. I don't know what front bumper it is, but it's pretty cool, right? But yeah, look, there's all sorts. So we've got DC5 against a Caterham, against a Porsche, against a Golf, against a Caterham, against a Ginetta. There's an AC Shelby looking thing. A couple more Porsches down there, the E30, Mini, all sorts. Right. Doing the suck. Oh, that's low on the rear. What? 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 Surely not. Gonna wave off the scrutineers, look. Alright, let's get back and oh, that's a nice car. Look at that 5 Series, clean, that, isn't it? Look at the headlights, very nice. Well, we absolutely can't see anything from here, but I might go up near the top. I think they're just about to come around to start the race. Rolling start. Where the lights? Oh. Well, good luck, sir. So he's doing this 25-minute race. Hopefully the car's all right. The steering arm is fully bent. There's no two ways about it, but hopefully we can just manage. It's way out the alignment. Hang on, let me just. It's upsetting how far out the alignment is. You know, I think I've dug my own grave here by being too bothered about such things. I mean, we qualified 2nd and 3rd overall with how it was, but so the cars that I'm going to be racing against have already been called. Obviously I can't go to assembly because my car's currently racing. So at least it'll be nice and warm. There's the Golf that started behind us, and there's James. Looks like this one, which had the very low suspension, ended up stopping straight away. Not too surprising. Oh no, the white Porsche is slowing. Well, it's a position back for us anyway. Very cool. So it sounds like the Golf's in 3rd, which means that we are in 4th. And yes, the white Porsche is slowing. Oh no. Right, I need to go and prepare for the next race. So, oh, here comes the Integra, the leading 2. Looks like the Teg's got it, but Caterham's holding back, holding the gap. They've just put the final call out for my race, but the cars, I mean, we told them, they must know, right? They must know. But there's quite a few cars doing the same, where they're racing in both, but for some reason the schedules put the races together at the same time, so it's a bit awkward, but yeah, I'll go tell them, shall I? Right, I'm going to have to get ready. We need to do fueling in the assembly area, and they've put the final call out for the cars, and it's all a bit rushed and a bit messy, so I'll not be able to do an update for a while, but I'll see you in the car for the race. and then we'll have a bit of a debrief afterwards.
So we're about halfway through race 1 of 4. Everything's going swimmingly until the problems start. Now if you keep an eye on the cluster on the Porsche, you'll see a red light start to flash. This indicates a problem with the cooling system. Based on what I can see online, it can mean one of a few things, but it's probably that the coolant reservoir is empty. Anyway, James did notice this and kept an eye on the temperature, and it didn't seem to climb. Now I was hanging around on the pit wall watching the car go past, and I saw some liquid coming out near the front right tyre. It was quite a lot as well. So after a couple of laps I thought, I've got to tell him. So the car still had a lot of racing to do, and if we can fix it before it goes properly bang, then we should try that, right? So I tried to wave James in to the pits to see if we could repair the car. Luckily James saw me. He knew there was a problem with the car already, so that must have compounded his thoughts. And yeah, he headed to the pits, but it was obvious we weren't going to fix the car from the pit lane. Now the big issue here is, the next race, which I'm meant to be starting alongside the E36, is straight after this race. Remember, they were giving the final call out as I was walking around the paddock.
Brad's gone.
Bike's been out from the bottom again.
So I'm going to try and fix it, but as you'll see, it's all slightly less than ideal. Definitely had no time to pick up a camera here, but you can kind of tell what's going on from the GoPro, and I will explain it later in the video.
Did you have contact?
What's that?
Did you have contact?
No. The engine, like,
See where it should plug in?
coolant, like.
I'll show this on camera later, but all I've done here is bunged up what was a rubber bung with a bolt. But I've had to force it in, and it's very much a bodge. But it seems to be sealed, so the radiator wasn't cracked, it was just a bung that was leaking. Why it has a rubber bung so close to the tyre, I'm not sure, and we weren't sure what caused it, but we have bodged it and it seems to be holding water. Now I was very late to assembly here, and it did seem like they had waited for me, which was nice. Unfortunately they didn't wait for me to get my kit on though, so I ended up leaving assembly way behind everyone else. Remember, this is the race where I'm starting on the front row in P2, so after all the stress of fixing the car, to see all the other cars driving away without me, yeah, that was pretty shitty.
That's annoying. Cheers for that. Fucking hell, what a rush. Right, the alignment's way off. So keep an eye on the coolant temps. But we might get a couple of laps. Coolant's rising, see if it stabilises.
Some of you may remember a similar experience in the MR2 at the start of the year, where I was late to the grid but managed to sneak up the top. Well, I wasn't so lucky this time.
It's coming down actually. What? What?
Yeah, I was told I would need to start from the back of the grid.
Fucking hell, all that fucking rushing and they're making us start from the back. What a load of... that's fucking horrible bullshit. Ah. Yeah, no worries. There's probably no point in doing it. The coolant's flashing, which I think means it it's got an airlock. I don't want to blow his car up. It's not dead, but the coolant was right in the red. No point. If I start from the front, I might hold on to it a little bit, but... well, probably a good idea that it put us to the front. Well, we'll try and fix it for the next one, give it a bleed and everything. Not having much luck in this Patrons. Look at the steering, man. Terrible. Right, it just started climbing straight away, so I shut it off. No, the temp started climbing straight away. Yeah, I just shut it off. There's no point. It's not leaking, is it? Yeah, we'll just park it and bleed it properly. It was like 80 when I set off and it started flashing, and as soon as I went round turn 1 it just started climbing, so I just shut it off. It's probably lower water then. Right. Sorry mate. It's alright.
So between the two races we did top up the coolant and things seemed okay, but it would appear that the car must have lost a lot more water in the first race than we thought it had.
Nothing if not eventful anyway, eh?
Anyway, that's 2 DNFs back to back. Anyway, let's get back to the paddock. There's still 2 more races to do, although with 2 DNFs we'll be starting both of them from the back of the grid, but hey, there's still fun to be had if we can fix the car.
Yeah, brilliant. Cheers mate. Hopefully get it sorted.
Yeah, so do I, mate. Next time.
Cheers. Well, that was a very unsuccessful race for us both. James didn't get to finish his race. I didn't get to start mine. Right, well that was obviously a bit of a commotion. I don't know how obvious it was on camera what was happening, but during the end of James's race, there's a little bung here on the end of the radiator, and well, I think it's like a side engine. Has it got multiple radiators, is it? 3 radiators, wow. So this one has a little bung on the bottom, and maybe the tyre ripped it off or something happened, and the bung was no longer doing the bung things, right? So it was leaking coolant. We saw it when he was driving past the pit wall, so we waved him in, just, you know, because we should have left you out really. We waved you in selfishly to fix the car for the next race.
Yeah, I mean, I'd eased off anyway because I knew something was wrong, but I didn't know how long was left in the race, so I'm like...
You were getting a flashing, right?
Yeah, it's just flashing, but the temp was still on 80.
Yeah. So we had a mad chaos. I managed to wedge a bolt in, which I got it threaded pretty well, and it's still in there. So it seems to have done the bung a bit better than a bit of rubber pipe. But yeah, we just about made assembly, and then they blew the whistle and all the cars went out, even though obviously didn't have a helmet on and all that, which it would have been nice for them to wait. But I guess they've got a schedule to stick to and all that. I only needed another 30 seconds, didn't get it. And then going down the pit lane, I went for a red light. So I've just been called up to the Clarks to get a bit of a telling off. So I'm gonna go up there now. Yeah, I don't know if I did see the red light or not, but the car's also smoking a bit from the rear, so we're gonna have a look. It looks like maybe there's a coolant pipe there leaking as well or something. Yeah, so we've got an hour and a half, I think, until we're next out. So hopefully we can get the car fixed. It's me starting the next stint, so yeah, hope we get it sorted. But I'm gonna go and get my telling off, and then I'll return.
Stop right there, criminal scum! Nobody breaks the law on my watch!
I had my telling off, weren't too bad. They were very understanding of the situation, which was nice. Apparently they were just about to turn the light green for me, but I went for on red anyway, so never mind. But we're just gonna try and give the coolant a bleed now. So, yep, I bought loads of water to hydrate, but you know, let's hydrate the Porsche instead. See how many of these she takes. Well, just swallowed a litre and a half. I guess this is local water, is it? From Mallory, Buxton. Okay, that's took 3 litres. She's thirsty. This is my drinking water, but I'll sacrifice it. Right, she's pretty brim now, mate, if you want to...
So Dan is having the full Welsh race driver experience.
Yeah. They're pretty toasty, is that
What's he got?
right?
What's he got there, Dan?
Tanny Castle. Welsh cake.
First Welsh cake?
I think so, yeah. Might be the last. Don't need butter or anything, no?
No.
Oh, they're warm then.
Especially if you haven't got a wing. If you've got a wing,
Tastes like a scone.
You know, there's Welsh people rolling their eyes across.
Flat scone, that's all it is. Don't let them trick you. Right, we're just about done fixing the Porsche. It looks like it's going to race, so that's good. This one, not so lucky. It's got a bottom end rattle, which is a shame. It's had a bit of a oil weep all day, but I just want to show you this paddock. This is a very cool paddock, I think. An assembly area at least. This is Tin Tops, which is, I guess, their version of Hot Hatch. So I saw them all coming in, pretty cool cars. 106 Rally, Fiesta, Clio. This EK obviously looks pretty gnarly. Fiesta, 106. There's a good mix of hot hatches. 205 EP3. Only the one EP3. Is that Proton? No way. Malaysia Racing. Another EP3, pair of them. 206 FN2. Oh, we've got a lovely. Oh, look at this. The Fiesta on pole, but we've got another lovely DC5 here. That's very nice, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, just thought to give you a quick look. Got Puma here as well, a couple of Pumas. And last but not least, an MG ZR. Yes, an MG ZR. That's very cool, isn't it? I did look at the regs, 'cause I thought about bringing my Civic down just for a laugh, but it's a 2 litre maximum on these, so no K24s allowed. But yeah, pretty cool. But yeah, we're just waiting for the Porsche to cool down a little bit so we can hopefully put some more water in it. But it did take a big drink. It drank, I put 1.5 litres in it before going out, and it drank about 5 litres of water. I don't know what the capacity is on them, but yeah, yikes. She was pretty dry, but it does have 3 radiators. That's free, Dan. So yeah, I mean, it looks pretty full now, and we've done the bleeding procedure, but we just want to wait for it to cool down. So there's a race going on tin tops, and then the next race will be starting from near the back, but it should be a good race at least. The car's still, obviously the alignment's all over the shop, and there's a bit of play in the steering rack, which is obviously a bit unsettling, but just gonna send it, aren't we? Are you silly? Right, we've spent a fair old time there, bleeding it the best we can, and I think it's pretty bled. We've put about 8 litres, of water back in the car. Apparently the capacity is somewhere near 20, believe it or not, but I guess it could be. You've got 3 radiators and you've got all the pipe work, big engine, you know. Quite cool these, look, you can't really get, well, for whatever reason they've hidden the engine bay under this, and this is just a boot lid, well, it's just a trunk, let's call it. But they put a little thing here for water and to fill oil up and stuff, and the dipstick. Just a German MR2. Yeah, wants a bit, doesn't it?
That's Porsche engineering for you.
Nice that. Oh, that is nice. Oh, you're just going to pour it all in, fair enough. Yeah. That's his main rival. We were not going to be able to catch him, but we can try. I had about a second on him in qualifying. A second lap round here, that'll add up on it, but obviously I need to get through the field if I'm going to get there. He won the class in the previous race, so let's see. Yeah, bit of a stressful day, mind. But that's racing. Would you like another little drink? Huh? A little tipple? Huh? Just another little drink for you, Mr. Porsche. Right, that should do it. Right, it's time then. So, Modern Classics, it's a 25-minute race or a 20-minute race, sprint race. This guy will be winning it. He's in a different class to us, but super serious TC5, very nice. We're gonna start from the back and see how far forwards we can get. Sound good? Yeah? Right, let's do it.
So now it's time for race 2 of the Gold Arts Magnificent Sevens and Verum Builders Series Open. The name was so long because it was 2 race series stuck together, right? Let's just be clear. But yeah, we're going out, we're starting from the back. We're going to see how far forward we can get. We need to try and close up on that green Mark 1 Golf GTI. Now this ended up being a really good race. It's the one of the 4 races that didn't end in a DNF. Towards the end, I'm really pushing, and the car is far from perfect. You'll be able to see the way it pitches and moves, and it even develops a new problem as well, which makes it feel like a wheel's about to fall off.
Okay, we're finally heading out. It's quite a delay. Apparently some oil on track, so we're doing a safety car start. So we'll do a few laps around the circuit just to, yeah, I guess wipe the oil off the track. Vibrations pretty bad. I mean, I've been saying that every time I've driven the car. The only thing we care about obviously are the coolant temps. There's a dirty oil line. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. The steering's off. Oh wow, there's a lot of dust on the track. So safety car start is actually worse for us. It was going to be a rolling start, which would have meant I could get in front of a few of these cars before T1, but safety car start will make that difficult. You might be thinking, Dan, the steering wheel was straighter before you aligned it. You would be correct. I tried to correct the toe, but then it was just never going to happen. So, yeah, I could have straightened it and had it more, but at the minute it's actually got less toe, but it's just not straight. But it should be better for the tyres, even though the steering wheel's a little bit pissed. So I imagine they'll do 3 laps. No, safety car in? Okay, safety car's in. Right, okay, I wasn't expecting that so fast. So why did they do a safety car start? I don't know. So we can't overtake this RX-8 until the straight anyway. Definitely slippy. Whoa, it's definitely slippy. Oh, PSM. Traction control still on. Temps are stuck at 80, that's low. Right, we've got a Porsche boxer in front of us, he's second in our class. And then first in our class is the Golf, which is already fucked off miles away. Not a lot of bite from the brakes at all. Temps are good. I can see the Golf, he's just going into turn 1 now. The throttle pedal's wobbling. Apparently it's a common thing on these. Electronic throttle, but not ideal.
So that's lap 3, we've already made up a couple of places, but it's time for the Boxster to develop a new problem.
That's Porsche engineering for you. 11 litres, I think.
Lock up there. Don't know what locked up there. I think I chucked a bit of oil out or something. Maybe over revved it on the way down. We did just top it up, so maybe I'll go easy on the brakes here just in case, because I was definitely looking. No, it seems good now. Maybe that extra 500 mils overfilled it a little bit. Oh, the aim's turned off. throttle pedal moving about. Wish I had a pedal cam. I'll show you it. Oh, they're going to block an orange flag me. It's smoking when I down change. It's fine, it's fine. Couldn't believe me. Just smoking a bit on the overrun when I'm changing gear. I must have put too much oil in it in the end. Damn it! Wheel vibrations. Definitely feels like it's getting a bit worse. Temperatures are still good. "25-minute race, remember, we've got loads of time. Need to get in front of this Mini. Vibration. I don't know if it's getting worse, but it's pretty savage.
The car decided to stop vaping now. I guess it was just a little bit overfilled with oil. We're about halfway through the race now and about 10 seconds behind the Golf that we need to catch. Now you can't quite see him on the GoPro camera, but I can see him in the distance and we are catching him. We just need to keep a toe down and hopefully get there before the end of the race.
Coolant temps are still good. Hopefully we can concentrate on catching the Golf now. Yeah, wheel vibration's not good. Right, clean track now into the Golf. vibration when it gets loaded up is savage. Where's the caterer? Can't see him. He's not arrived yet. Made some good gaps on the Golf there. He's fast in a straight line though. Bring it round. Come on, Porsche.
So we can finally start to see the Golf now on the GoPro camera. Now the first 15 laps we were pretty even, but I have taken a bit of time out of him. Now catching this Golf is one thing, but passing it's going to be another. Just try and take note of its straight line speed, especially out of the last corner.
There he is. Oh, looking at the GoPro, quick shoot, it's still recording. Nearly missed the corner. My God, that wheel vibration! Looks like the wheel's gonna fall off. That's not good, something's going to break I think. Oh, come on tyre, whatever's happening. Something is not happy. Oh, the vibrations are fucking the worst I've ever felt in a race car. I don't know what's going on. Can you feel the vibrations? Wow. Oh, that's horrendous, man. Definitely real left. He's got some straight line speed, hasn't he? Remember, this is the man who lent us his string kit. Right, clear track in front of us both now. That's a 1.8 20 valve turbo Mark 1 Golf that we're chasing. He's first in class, we're second. Don't know where I'm going to be able to overtake him though. Look at the straight line speed. similar around the next corner. Turn 1, but I can't get close enough because of how much power he's got down here. No! Fuck off, checkered flag. That can't be checkered flag. Didn't even put the last lap board out. What? Oh well. Nearly got him. Ah. It would have been nice to come home with a trophy, but I don't know where we were going to be able to pass him. Oh, if I'd have seen the last blackboard, I would have gone for I would have made a move. The car made it though. So we did do a race. I mean, look at the steering. I'm seriously feel like the wheel is going to fall off or something. The rear left wheel. That's what it feels like.
So yeah, the race did end a bit suddenly. I was expecting a 25-minute race, but due to a few issues on the day, they had to cut the race short by 5 minutes. An extra 5 minutes would have been pretty useful, I reckon, but I don't know where I would have been able to make a pass on the Golf. Maybe on the braking into the last corner, but the power he had out of it, he could have easily eaten up 3-4 car lengths before the finish line.
Go and give him some jip.
No, it was a good battle though. Hey mate, you was going right fast then, weren't you? Yeah mate, I say you was going fast as well. Yeah, I know, we was both going right fast, wasn't it? Good that, yeah.
Brakes. Ah, he's a good lad. Cooling was good though, so that means that James can go out. The wheel vibration's obviously savage. I don't know how much you could feel, but yeah. That was gnarly. There was no last lap board. If I could have, well, I could have, would have, should have, right? But we finished second in class anyway, so. Wheel vibration's savage now.
Hey, we almost had him, right?
You almost had me. You never had me. You never had your car.
Due to a few issues on the day, the race actually got cut short by 5 minutes, so if we had another 5 minutes, who knows, but no, it was a great battle. Impressively, the Porsche seemed to have the Golf in the corners, but just couldn't quite match them on straight line speed. But no, I really enjoyed this little scrap, it was great fun. The Porsche had one race remaining, it's the Modern Classics race. The second part of it, remember I tried to start the first part earlier in this video, didn't even make one lap. So remember, the car's got a couple of issues. You'll hear a clicking noise as James starts to drive away here. You also might be able to tell the wheel vibration. It's especially worse around turn 1, where there's a lot of load on the rear left tyre. Looking back at it now on the video with hindsight, I would guess drive shaft related. I don't know if there's anything screaming out to anyone else, but the vibration is horrible. And yeah, James decides after a couple of laps, no es bueno, por favor, and he decides to retire the car.
Happy? You talk then?
I mean, it'd be hard to feel from the thing, won't it?
No, I know, but
Maybe it's the other side. It's a savage vibration, isn't it? Yeah. Just have a good check over it, man. Could be a bush, but seems unlikely. Right, well, we're all done, aren't we? We're all done. So, yeah, I got the full 20 minutes in my race. Was it a 20-minute race I did, or a 25? It must have been 20, because we only did 20 laps, so it must have been 20 minutes. I thought it should have been a 20, maybe they... Well, I'll put on the screen now whether or not it should have been a 20-minute race or a 25, but we only got 20 laps in, and yeah, we got right on the Porsche. How's your day been?
Shit.
Give me a shout when you start your car up to put on the trailer.
Yeah.
Because I think YouTube might want to hear it.
I don't even know if we're going to be able to drive it on the trailer. We'll give it a go.
I'll be fine, that. Yeah. And James didn't finish his race either. He started it, obviously. We filled the car up after my race, and he went out, but the wheel vibration was...
We have all engines turned off, please, in the paddock. All engines turned off in the paddock, please. Thank you.
What? What? That's a strange one, isn't it? Why? There's... Never heard that before. Anyway, yeah, the wheel vibration was really bad. Obviously, I was focusing on chasing that Golf. So an interesting thing about the Golf at the end, we pulled up obviously and made man love a little bit, just to, you know, compliment each other. It was a nice finish that. I think with a few more laps, maybe I could have had him. Hey, it's easy to say that, isn't it? It was going to be a hard car to pass with all that power, but yeah, the Golf was smoking. It was smoking so bad he opened the bonnet and this is what he found. So yeah, the Golf was fully on fire. And yeah, the Porsche temps stayed good, and they were fine for James as well. It was just that wheel vibration at the back, which I guess it could be the wheel bearing from that hub nut being loose this morning. Maybe it knackered the wheel bearing. Don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna get packed up now, and I'll give you a little outro. Everyone's leaving. You're supposed to have your engine off, mate. That is definitely gonna have an engine. It's massive. Right, we are completed, finished, finito, done. Asphalt, exit. Bit of French for you. Oh, stressful day, man. Isn't it? Stressful day. Yeah, the Porsche, so qualified really well. Obviously the car felt pretty funky. I mean, we had the issue before we even went out. We had the issue with the wheel bearing being loose, or the CV joint being loose. Resolved that, but yeah, the car was all over the shop in qualifying, but we did qualify well. Tried to rectify that, found that the steering arm was bent from the Snetterton contact, no doubt. And yeah, we got that sorted just about, and then James's first race had the little, what would you even call it? Why does it have a bung down there? I don't know, it's close to the wheel. Did I even show you how I fixed that? Might be able to just see if
we can get a bit of focus. There we go. So that's meant to have like a bit of rubber pipe on it, which like a stopper, like a bung, yeah. But that had torn. I don't know if the wheel caught it or whatever. It seems it's close, isn't it? It seems unlikely that the wheel will catch it. I think something, maybe a stone or something, maybe caught it. But yeah, that was tearing. So that was torn. Sorry, that was bust. So you know, the coolant temp was fine when he was out, but it was pissing out. We were on the pit wall and it was pissing out. So that gave us about 5 minutes to prepare it for the second race. You all know how that went. Start from the back, missed the green flag light, went for a red light on the pit exit, and yeah, less than ideal, but we got the car sorted. We put 10 litres of water in it, got it bled up, and it was fine, other than the savage wheel vibration, which is so savage that James couldn't finish his race because it got so bad. It started clicking apparently as well, so it might just be the CV joint, but it felt to me like it was the other side, not the side that we tightened up. But all is well that ends well. We're all going home. There was no contact with any of the competitors this time, so that's nice. And the Yokohama tyres, such an improvement on the Nankang. I mean, obviously they cost a lot more, but such an improvement on Nankangs. I'm going to be trying the 8009 soon, which is more Nankang price. So I'm going to be trying them on my E46 at the Nürburgring hopefully next month. I think you Nankang people are going to be turned to the 8009. I think, based on what I've heard of Scott from Darkside, they perform not quite as good as these, but pretty good, and they should last longer as well. So next racing content, well, I've got a couple of weekends free now before Anglesey, which is MR2 and Civic. I've only got a few little jobs to do on the Civic, so I don't know if I'll film much about it, but you'll probably next be seeing some Nürburgring prep for the M3. So I'll see you there. Goodbye.
Pleasure.
Can you keep waving for a bit? Just keep waving.
You've got lots of
Just
Patreons
keep waving. Just keep waving. There's your name. Keep waving. Keep waving. Thank you.